Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Hi everyone. Thank you so much for always hitting my subscribe button. I just got home and I noticed that my YouTube channel exploded just as soon as I got out through the door. This is an experience that I will never ever forget. I know now more than I ever had that when I felt like I had nobody, I had the Descendants universe. You guys never ever quit on me. Never ever quit on me. And I had a lot of people that quit on me. I was faced with my fair share of criticism over the years. Nobody could ever say anything nice about me. And you guys never quit. You never ever quit. I know the Descendants universe will never ever stop loving the ones that they love the most. And you have showed me that life is sweeter when you all are. In the last half of an hour, this YouTube channel has exploded with hundreds of views and lots of subscribers. Oh my God. I was a YouTube creator that might get a couple of thousand views for every 100 videos that I uploaded years ago because I was a journalist and I felt like creating a YouTube channel was the best way to reach an audience and to fall into a niche. And I've never gotten views like this in my life. This YouTube channel has only been around for over a year, and there was a point when it had over 120,000 plus views. I had to redistribute my content, and I had to go away for a while. And I came back just 3 months ago, and I've already put up over 25,000 views that have been accumulated on this YouTube channel. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. There are people who create a YouTube channel, and within a month they had 1 million subscribers. And I never ever thought I'd see 100 subscribers on this YouTube channel, much less 3,000. This is incredible. This is amazing. I don't know if you guys just love how I tell stories about Descendants and zombies because I've got 1,000 of them, or you just love hearing my voice and how it fits so amazingly with the Descendants franchise. I do know that I have a really nice voice. Perhaps that's what keeps everybody coming back, the stories that I tell. I don't know. I know I'm a really genuinely sweet guy, and with me is what you get. What you see is what you get. I do the absolute best I can for each and every one of you. And I want you to know that even though I've received a lot of criticism over the years, this YouTube channel will always be here for you, and it will always be here to help you make sense of life when sometimes you can't. Unbelievable. I was just a Descendants fan. I just fell in love with this franchise. I fell in love with how the messages of Descendants were so powerful, so strong, so convincing to make you believe that everything was possible in this life, which is the one thing that I never ever wanted to take away from anybody. I've been with a lot of girls over the years who had daughters who loved Descendants so much. I would sit down with them and I would watch the movies, and my relationships would end eventually because I would spend more time with their daughter watching Descendants than I would with them, because they never made a consistent effort to watch the Descendants franchise, and I didn't think they knew the first thing about Descendants. And then I had girls showing up at my door every year on Halloween, hugging me, wrapping their arms around my legs, telling me everything was going to be okay because they knew I was going through a lot. They knew I was a radio show host and I had a YouTube channel, and I guess they wanted me to create a YouTube show that revolved around Descendants. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. And it has been an honor and a privilege to be able to sit behind this microphone every single night and talk about your favorite Descendants stars, whom I love dearly, who I think deserve a lot better in the way of reviews than what they've been getting. You guys have heard a lot of negative reviews that have made no sense on YouTube, and I've really just wanted to give that to you guys. I've really wanted to give you something that you could be proud of, something that you could be excited to watch. And it shows because everybody is subscribing to this YouTube channel. For the life of me, I don't even know how people are finding these videos. I really don't. I'm a guy who loves Ruby Rose Turner. I will admit that to you. I love Ruby dearly. I think Ruby is incredibly kind. I think if there ever was one kind soul in this world that could represent kindness, it is Ruby. I don't think there is an unkind word that Ruby has ever said to anybody, and the criticism that Ruby has received, she has never deserved. From somebody like Logan Paul, who I hate the guts of for how he reviewed Ruby Rose Turner on his Logan Paul video blogs. And then you have people like Ryan McCartan, who just treated Dove Cameron so ridiculous. And then Kylie Cantrell last year, and that relationship she was in. I will admit to each and every one of you that I was very opinionated when it came to people like Ryan McCartan and Logan Paul and Thomas Doherty. I let them have it. But each and every one of you were here with me, and you never were quit on me. And for some reason, you chose me every single time. You chose me to be the voice of reason when it came to Descendants of Zombies, and you have made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies. And the thing about me is I create these videos, and I don't think anyone is ever going to subscribe. I don't expect anybody to subscribe to this YouTube channel. But the cool thing is, you guys are so sweet that you hit the subscribe. You don't care. You just don't care. You just hit the subscribe button because you think the guy hosting the show is the sweetest guy you've ever seen in your life, because he talks about Descendants for each and every one of you, and you just don't care. And some of the very first subscribers that I have on this YouTube channel are still with me to this very day. Years ago, when I was a columnist for professional wrestling, a lot of people didn't like me. I had a popular show on the internet, but it wasn't for the reasons that I wanted to have a popular show for, and I was talking about a lot of stuff that didn't make sense to anybody, and the subscriber count was relatively high, but it was never as high as this. Because of you guys, you've made me famous overnight on YouTube. You've made me a celebrity overnight. I can't thank you enough for that. And I just want you to know that from my heart to yours, I love you so much. I hope you have the time of your lives at the Worlds Collide Tour this summer, because you deserve to have the time of your lives. You deserve to take photos of your favorite stars, go to the meet and greets, have a whole lot of fun meeting them, telling them how you've idolized them all of your life. Have the time of your lives. And hopefully some of you will show Kylie Control these videos, and then Kylie Control will fall in love with me and then come live with me, and we will live happily ever after, because happily ever after does exist. I always wanted to be the voice of Descendants. You know, when the movie would end and say, "You didn't think this story was far from over now, did you?" And so they lived happily ever after. You're saying to yourself, "Hey, Jonathan Clarke, man, you have a really nice voice." I know. There is no guy on YouTube that has a nicer voice than what I do that can critique Descendants and Zombies the way that I have. I love it so much. I know a lot of girls probably think I'm a loser for having a Sonic the Hedgehog and a Dumbo and a Stitch. But, that's it. With me, is what you see is what you get, and I just love being here for each and every one of you guys. I had nothing. I had a YouTube channel that I could only hope that someone was going to watch, and someone was going to hear my voice because of. I had nothing. Every girl that I was ever with left me because they could never make sense of why I fell in love with this niche, and why I chose this niche over everything else that should have been important in my life. My career was done. In 2018, when I had what I believe recorded my final podcast and I hung up my headset, I thought I was done. I had nothing else left to say. I thought I had talked about everything for every specific niche that I had ever recorded a podcast for. And this YouTube channel blew up overnight. Last year, I got a phone call from one of my really good friends. He blows shit up on his science YouTube channel. His name is Josh. And he told me that years ago I used to post a lot of really good videos. Now, a few people thought that I posted a few good videos because I get a couple of thousand views here or there. They thought my thumbnail creation was great. I love photoshopping people, so they thought my thumbnails were great. They thought my videos were relatively good. But I had received a fair share of criticism. So Josh stayed on me and told me that I had to come back. I had a girl in my life who was very supportive of this YouTube channel. She was more supportive of this YouTube channel than my own girlfriend was. I don't think my own girlfriend has ever watched a video that I've ever uploaded about Descendants or Zombies. And I can't tell you how much that hurts. I can't even put into words to describe for you the feeling that I have in my heart to know that my own girlfriend has never watched a video that I've uploaded about Descendants or Zombies. Perhaps it has something to do with jealousy, I don't know. I've never really asked her. For some reasons now we can't be together, but each and every one of you have been incredibly supportive of me, and I just love being here for you. I love recording podcasts in the nighttime. I love telling you how I live on this island, which is an incredibly beautiful island that has a lot of great, sights that they could shoot Descendants from. I would love to take them to haunted graveyards and ghost ship sightings, and where people go missing all the time reportedly. And I just always wanted to be a part of the Descendants franchise. And if it were up to you guys, I would be President of the United States. I would be the director of Descendants. I don't think you've ever really cared about Jennifer Fang, have you? I don't think you have. She did a fabulous job with the Descendants franchise, but I just think there's so much more that I could offer to the franchise as either a writer, producer, and probably even make a cameo. You know, 10 years ago, I saw Descendants for the very first time. People were emailing me about it, and I took it under consideration, and I just started uploading a few Descendants videos. I wasn't uploading as many videos as what I was now, but I noticed the views for them were considerably high. I had not recognized the popularity of the franchise until all of you started subscribing to my YouTube channel. August 5th, 2024, this YouTube channel showed up. I was very vocal about Ryan McCartan and Thomas Doherty and how they were treating Dove Cameron. I was very opinionated about Kylie Cantrell and her relationship and how that idiot was treating her. I think that Descendants has helped us make sense of everything in life. And you've often heard me say that I wish Ruby Rose Turner was here to help me make sense of everything going on in my own life. Because I didn't have a whole lot of friends, but I had each and every one of you. I had a few friends that I fell in with, and that's all I really ever had throughout high school. I was the biggest Disney fan ever. I spent all my money and my time on Disney, as you see here with this set. I love you guys so much, because when I felt like I had nobody and I was left with nothing, I had all of you. You were my portal. You guys were my portal because you listened to me. You heard me for my passion for Dove Cameron. You heard me for my passion for Ruby. You heard my passion for franchise as a whole, which I hope lasts for an eternity. I really hope that this lasts for an eternity. It's just a lot of the time, like when you're in a relationship, you expect a girl to appreciate you for who you are, and I always made a consistent effort of trying to understand the girl for who she was and what she loved and what she liked, what she didn't like, what she wanted to get the most out of life for having done. I don't think I've ever been with a girl that's ever loved Descendants or zombies as much as what I have, or Disney as a whole. Pretty much everybody left me because of it. But when I had nobody, I had each and every one of you. And I'm still attracting subscribers on this YouTube channel for whatever reason. I have no idea. It's beyond my comprehension. But I guess it's because Descendants is the most popular franchise in Disney history, I guess. Or perhaps it's just because you guys love my voice. I really don't know. Do I think Ruby Rose Turner is the most incredible human being in the world? Sure I do. I think Ruby is a beautiful person. I think Ruby is an incredible person with such a bright future ahead of her, and I look forward to covering everything that Ruby has going on in her life. I look forward to supporting Kylie Cantrell the way that Kylie Cantrell was meant to have been supported. I honestly don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. I wanted to take a moment to just come on here and just to say thank you from my heart to yours for the love and support that you have shown this YouTube channel when nobody else in my life did. My parents, my dad was very, very incredibly supportive of this YouTube channel and my dream to go down in history for having been one of the greatest podcasters and voices of all time. My dad passed away in 2014 because of depression, and I know that if he were here, he would say thank you to each and every one of you for the incredible amount of support that you have shown his son and you have shown this YouTube channel. My dad would probably give you a hug and send you all individually a heart emoji, because the one thing that he wanted to see out of life was for me to aspire and to become the greatest podcaster of all time. And because of you guys, this seemingly has happened overnight. I know there are a lot of other people on YouTube that will convince you to try to hit their subscribe button, and many of you probably have subscribed to them and listened to them. I don't know if I will ever see 10,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, but that would be really cool if I could put up 10,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. If it comes down to it, I will start lifting weights again and get in shape for Descendants, and I will make cameos on the Descendants franchise. If you guys think that would be really cool, hit the subscribe button. Let me know that I have to pack on some muscle to be a part of the Descendants franchise. I would love to be a part of the Descendants franchise and be Kyle Control's love interest. I've read the Descendants books. I think they are incredible. I think the fan base is the most powerful fan base I think that anyone could ever have the honor and have had the privilege to have ever been a part of an experience. And for other podcasts out there who don't talk about Descendants or zombies, and I know there are a fair share of podcasts out there that won't give this the time of day, but for those of you who have not recognized the popularity of Descendants, I think you should. Because that's what a lot of podcasts do. They recognize the popularity of Descendants and they take advantage of it. I have not wanted to ever take advantage of it. I've wanted to love this as much as each and every one of you have, because I know how very important this is to you. And I just wanted to be here to create something special for you. I really did. Because all of you have become some of my best friends. I love this show. I love this show so much, and I look forward to recording this show every chance I get for each and every one of you, no matter what happens in my life or whatever gets in the way. And I've had a lot get in my way over the years. I don't know how many times I've tried to explain this story of how I'm a legend to so many people that I've been in relationships with, but somehow being famous and becoming famous for different reasons and for no reasons at all has somewhat been embedded in my genes. Somehow I upload videos and I become famous overnight. I don't know how it happens. But I do know that each and every one of you have been incredibly supportive of me. You have never quit on me, and you have never stopped loving me for my voice, for my interest in Descendants, for my interest in various niches, and especially this one. When I first saw Kylie Cantrell, it was on her YouTube show. It was called Hello Kylie. Many of you probably have watched it, heard of it. I thought she was going places. I thought she was magnificent. I thought she was incredibly beautiful. I thought she was incredibly talented. Fast forward 15 years later, I hear her on TikTok crying because of her political point of view having been dragged into a conversation over Donald Trump and not having been a Donald Trump supporter. My heart was broken. I announced that I was going to run for President of the United States. I was going to do everything to make it better for Kylie Cantrell. Because she has given her life up for each and every one of you, to entertain you and to be a special part of all of your lives. And for that, I say thank you to Kylie. I say thank you to Kylie for giving me incentive to a home near a chemical plant and a soda plantation that could explode and create videos for each and every one of you. Fortunately for yours truly, the chemical plant or soda plantation have exploded together, but who's to say that can't happen? I have always believed in every dream that someone has ever had to become a reality. And I've never ever wanted to take that away from anybody. I've never wanted to discourage anybody, because there are a lot of podcasts and hosts of shows that will discourage you from achieving your dreams. But I want you to know that every dream that you've ever had in your lifetime is possible, no matter what that dream is. And I really don't care what the dream is. It could be joining the cheerleading squad. It could be signing up for the gym yourself. Whatever the dream is, just go for it and make it happen, because you have one life to live and one chance to make it count. And I like to believe that I have inspired a lot of people to be kinder. Ultimately, that is what I wanted to do on this YouTube channel, was to inspire people to be kind, because kindness goes a long way, and I like to believe that I've done that some way or somehow. I like to believe that I've done that. I know I say a lot of silly things on this YouTube channel. How I want to propose to Ruby Rose Turner at Taco Bell one night. How I slay vampires every single night. I say a lot of really crazy things. And there's probably a zombie apocalypse happening outside my window on the street. You hear the cop cars. This happens every day. I like to believe that I've inspired a lot of people, regardless if that's to create your own YouTube, to be something special in your own lives. I like to believe that I've inspired a lot of people. You know, I used to do a lot of things years ago. I used to lift weights on a regular basis. I was incredibly fit. I had abs, I had muscles, I had everything. I was really fit. And I got discouraged because of a lot of relationships that I was in. I quit on everything that I ever did. And then I found this niche. And I found each and every one of you. You were incredibly supportive of me when everybody else thought that my show was stupid and I was stupid. Each and every one of you never ever quit on me, and you've been here from the very beginning. You've been here ever since last year at least, and one of the greatest honors that I've ever had bestowed upon me as a YouTube creator is to be able to create videos for each and every one of you the way that I have. And I will never live long enough to be able to tell you guys how much I appreciate each and every one of you, because you help me out with everything, even including how I have an itchy nose every day. You're incredibly sweet. You are incredibly supportive, and I would love for you to be a part of this community. I really would love for you to be a part of this community. I don't know if it's because you think I'm the sweetest guy ever to create Descendants videos for you, to support Kylie Contrell and Ruby Rose Turner the way that I have, pick up for Dove Cameron the way I have, in our abusive relationships with Ryan McCartan. Whatever reason you have for hitting my subscribe button, I hope you continue to keep doing that. Because the secret with me has always been, I love when I see my subscribers always going up on this YouTube channel. So when a day passes where I don't see a subscriber coming in on this YouTube channel, it really hurts me, because I feel like I didn't do a good job with a video. What I like seeing is seeing the subscribers boosting, and boosting significantly. So that means probably 5 subscribers per video and a couple of hundred views here and there. I love it so much, and I love each and every one of you so much. I love you with all of my heart, and I want you to know that. I want you to know that, because without you guys, this YouTube channel would not happen, and life would not be sweeter when you are. You have been a surefire indication to me that there is light at the end of every tunnel. There is light out of any darkness, and you have been my light out of every darkness that I have ever encountered. And no matter how much darkness I encounter, whatever amount of darkness I encounter, you have always shown me the way out of it. You've always had me by the hand. And I can't thank you enough for that. Because you could be watching anybody else's Descendants and Zombies videos on the internet, and every single day of my life since this channel premiered in August of 2024, you guys have been there from the very beginning, and you have never ever quit on me. And for that, I just want to say thank you. And I want you to know that this YouTube channel will always and forever be here for each and every single person who ever believed in Descendants and Zombies as much as what they have. I will always be here. I don't know what time of day the videos are uploaded, because I got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff happening. But even though I have a lot of stuff happening, I will always be here for each and every one of you. I don't know if you guys would love to see me be a part of Descendants. Maybe I should start lifting weights again and get in shape like these girls from Descendants, and become their love interest or something, and make it one of the funniest Descendants movies of all time. What do you guys think? Hit the subscribe button if you want to see something happen. I would love to be the director of Descendants. I think this franchise still has a long way to go. It can get there, even though it still has a long way to go. Tens of millions of people are fans of it, and I just want you to be a part of this beautiful community, because I love it just as much as what each and every one of you do, because you have showed me that life is emphatically sweeter when we all are, and I just wanted to make a profound difference and have a significant impact seen on all of your hearts, and I like to believe that I've done that. Thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for however long it's been. I think it's been about 10 years. We are approaching the 10th anniversary of Descendants and Zombies, and I can't thank you enough. Wherever Kylie Contrell, wherever Ruby Rose Turner are hearing my voice today, I want you to know that everything is going to be okay, and I want you guys to know that I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for taking a chance on me and taking a chance on this YouTube channel when you simply didn't have to. Thank you so much for having hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for always allowing me to see the honor and the privilege of seeing my subscribers increasing all the time. Just think about this. For every single person who watches this video, what would happen if every single one of you hit the subscribe button at least once? I would go from 2,720 subscribers to 2,900 or 3,000 or 10 million if every one of you hit the subscribe button. And then I could really show my girlfriend, who is in love with a Bangladesh singer who is always watching his videos on Facebook instead of watching my videos, because that hurts immensely when your girlfriend doesn't even watch a video that you upload. But to my one girlfriend, I have 10 million Descendants fans who think I'm the sweetest guy ever. Thank you so much. 10 million Descendants fans who have yet to subscribe, but that doesn't mean that they won't. Thank you so much. I will be back later on tonight. I've got to run out, but just keep on being kind to each other, because kindness goes a long way in this world, because life is sweeter when you all are. Thank you guys so much from my heart to yours. I love you so much. Bye, YouTube. Be kind to one another. We will do this again in just a few hours.